Welcome all. This is example 1. A fixed interest security pays coupons of 4% per annum half yearly in arrears and will be redeemed at par in exactly 10 years. Calculate the price per 100 nominal to provide a gross redemption yield of 3% per annum convertible half yearly. This is the question. So first of all, when you see a question from bond, the first and foremost is to figure it out how many years. If you see here, it's for 10 years. Okay. One by one we'll check. It's for 10 years and the coupons are payable half yearly in arrears. The coupons are payable half yearly in arrears and will be redeemed at par in exactly 10 years. Okay, so this will be the last one. This is the date when the finally it will be redeemed. The redemption date is after 10 years. So you need to price this one here. That means you need to find P here, the price for this. Price per 100 nominal, we are interested in 100 nominal. Okay, so amount is 100 nominal. Will not worry about any other thing. It's only 100 nominal. 4% per annum. Security pays coupons of 4% per annum half yearly in area. That means, remember, this is CM1 language. Okay, it used to be CT1 before. 4% per annum half yearly in areas. That means, what are the coupon values? We are considering 100 nominal. 4% of 100 is 4. So 4 payable every year, half yearly in area. That means 2 every half year. That way it will continue. 2 every half year. And finally, if you see, the last coupon will be here and that will be 2. These are the coupon payments. These are the coupon payments. So in total, there are 20 coupon payments. Not only that, you have redemption value. Okay. Gross redemption yield of 3% per annum convertible half yearly. This is the question. Fixed interest security. That means, remember, when we talk about fixed, sometimes you will get in terms of this also, loan, bond, they are the same. Normally, bonds are two types. One is fixed interest security. Interest means coupon here. Okay. So for loan, for bonds also, if the coupons are not increasing, you can get this way as well. You need not worry. Fixed interest security. That is bond. Even loan also you will get, because bond is a loan only. We are talking fixed interest security. That is also a bond. So how can you know for sure this is a bond? You have to see this one, coupons. When they talked about coupons, you are 100% sure that they are talking about a bond. In loans, you will never get coupons. In shares, you never get coupons. In shares, you get dividends. In property, they talk about rental payments. In shares, they talk about dividends. In bonds, they talk about coupons. And in loans, they talk about installments. Okay, only installments. And in savings, we talk about the interest amount. Here also, if they say interest, it doesn't matter. They are the coupons only. So if you invest in this kind of a fixed interest security, or you can say bond, you will get these 2 every half year for 10 years and extra 100. Okay, these are the amounts you are expecting for the next 10 years. How many payments? 20 plus 1, 21. Now the question is, what is the price you are prepared to pay? What is the price you are prepared to pay for this kind of a document, legal document? You can say the bond, the fixed interest security. You want to invest some money. Okay, they say you will get these payments. You will get these payments. Okay, and you want to purchase it. Suppose they will ask you to pay 250. You will count all the payments, 10, 4 per year. So in 10 years, 40 plus 100 you will get. That is 140, 150. This should be quite high. You might not show interest to purchase this one, right? Because you know that you will get 2 every half year and finally you get 100. 250 you have to pay to purchase this one. So you might not be interested. So then there must be something which might drive you to purchase. Okay. So in your mind, what is there? In your mind, this is there. In your mind, this is there. Okay. What you think is, you need this interest rate. Okay. What is the yield you want? You have to say this way, 1.5% every half year. This is the yield you want. Or you can say, yeah, tell me what is I? We have to find I. We have to use this formula. 1 plus I2 divided by 2 power 2 is equal to 1 plus I. You need to solve this one. Once you solve this, you will get I. Okay. To get I, you need to solve this one. So if I write 0.03, this is 0.015, 1.015 square minus 1, then you will get I. So if you know I, that interest rate is what you want. So let me do the answer here itself. Let me do the answer here itself. Okay. So there are two methods. We'll try to do by both the methods. Okay. 3.02%. At this interest rate, you can find this one. So when I is given, you have to find I2, but will not find here because I2 is given originally. So in this formula, see, you have to find this one. Here you will be needing I2, that is already there. I is already there, so you can find this one anyway. And in the second one, whatever you need, we already find that. So it won't create a problem anyway. This is the second example. A bond of nominal amount 100,000 is to be issued, bearing coupons payable quarterly in arrear at a rate of 7% per annum. That means it's half. 3.5 divided by 2, 1.75. 1.75 every quarter. Capital is to be redeemed at 108 per 100 nominal 20 years after the date of issue. Okay, so you know the tenure, that is 20 years, and you know the payments are the payments are quarterly in arrears. That means 4 in 1 year, and then 20 multiplied by 4, 80 payments. An investor who is liable to income tax of 25% and capital gain tax at 40% wishes to purchase the entire bond at the date of issue. Determine the price which the investor should pay to ensure a net effective yield of 5% per annum. Whenever they talk about net redemption yield or net effective yield, they're the same. You need not worry. Okay. Now you see, this is our timeline, and it's very important for you to draw a timeline before approaching the problem. Now, quarterly in arrear. So there is a payment here in arrear. There is a payment here. There is a payment here. There is a payment here. And in total, you will have 7 in 1 year. That means 1.75. 1.75 every quarter. 1.75 every quarter. You continue till this. This is the last year. There will be 4 payment in arrears. So the last payment, the last coupon payment will be this one, 1.75 per 100 nominal. But here we have thousands. We have in thousands. We'll take 3 zeros. You don't worry. I'm considering only 100 nominal, so that it will be easier for me. 7% is given. 7% according to that I'm taking. That means I've considered only 100 nominal. 3 zeros I can write later. You just multiply the final price by 3 zeros. Why to write everywhere 3 zeros? We'll write anyway. 108 per 100 nominal after 20 years. So the redemption is 108. Again, let me write 100 nominal, because you expressed the interest last time to take the whole amount. We can do that as well. It won't create a problem. It's above par, 108, more than 100. And the income tax and the capital gain tax, we write normally T1 and T2. T1 is 25%, T2 is 40%. Let me write T1 25%. This is income tax. And T2, this is capital gains tax. That is 40%. These are given. You have to price it. So let me price per 100 nominal. Then we'll think about 1000 nominal. So this is where you are pricing. Okay. So you want to know the price here. Now the question is, you have a capital gain here. What is the question here? The question is, there will be capital gain. There will be capital gain tax. That means they will take capital gain tax from you. If there is a capital gain, they will take capital gain tax. If there is a capital gain, how can you know whether there is capital gain or not? So there are two types of problems. In one problem, P will be given, suppose 104, and you have to find I. But here I is given, you have to find P. If P is given 104, you can compare these two values, whether there is a capital gain or not. Yes, there is a capital gain. You purchased at 104 and you sold it at 108. So there is a capital gain. So on the capital gain amount, that is 4, you have to pay tax, capital gains tax. Suppose your purchase price is 112 and you sold it at 108, then they will not ask you for capital gains tax because there is no capital gain here. You lost on your capital at whatever amount you purchased. You sold at some amount which is less than the purchase price. So definitely they will not take from you the capital gains tax. So in this case, the equation will be, my equation will be P is equal to, okay, there are 4 here, 7 per annum, I can write this way, 20 years, and 4 here, and then 108 V20. This much will be there anyway. Income tax I will consider here. The income tax is 25%, 1/4 of 7. If you want, you can find it, that is 1.75. If you want, you can write here also 1.75 A24. This way I can write, or if you want, you can write this way directly. 7, you subtract 1.75. Okay, that will be 4.25 A24. You can write this way. What is the income tax? 25%. Okay, whatever amount you get, or you can write 25% from here. 25% to 1.75 minus here also.
Sir,
Yeah,
7 minus 1.25 is 5.75.
5.25.
Okay.
Okay. I'll change it. 5.25 and 108 V20. If you want, you can write this way as well, because you are getting coupons every quarter. Every quarter you have to pay 25% tax. So it will be actually like this. Everywhere you need to write 25% of 1.75. But in total yearly it will be this way, 1.75 in collection. If you use 25A, 0.25A, 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 that will be A. Okay. So here this amount will be in total 1.75. You can write this way or you can write this way. You have to know both the ways, although they are similar, because sometimes when you are paying income tax at a point different than when you get the income, then this way will be more useful. Anyway, in this example, you don't need to write 2 terms, you can write 1 term. That is fine. And this one is also there. The last one here is to write minus the capital gain. In this case, if P is 100, 112 and this is 108, there will be no capital gains tax. Okay, capital gains tax will not be applicable here. However, if I change it to 104, then there is a capital gain of 4. Then on this amount, I have to discount. On this amount, I have to apply 40% capital gains tax. Okay, 0.40. In place of 0, I'll write 0.40. Then I can find the price. Sorry, I'm finding the yield now. Price is given 104. Let me write 104 here as well. I'll write 104. Then here I have to use interpolation. I will use interpolation and I will find I. Okay, I will use interpolation and I find I. This is the procedure. So you know whether to apply capital gains tax or not. Remember, when there is a capital gain, this is positive. If this is positive, then only you will apply 40% here. Suppose this 104, I will make it 112. This one will be negative. So when you see this bracket, whatever is there within bracket is negative, you make it 0. Although 40% given, this is called capital gains tax. On whatever capital gain is there, on that only tax is applicable. So there will be no tax. Okay. So in this example, 104, 108, there will be no tax. Sorry, 112, 108, there will be no tax. If I change it to 112, okay, then there will be no tax. So we'll cancel this one. Although in the question capital gain is given, we will not use that 40%. And we'll solve it and then we'll find I, that is the yield. In this example, yield is given. In this example, yield is given. So I'll write I. Okay. In this example, yield is given. So what I can do is I will write that one. I will write I. I will consider only this example. So what I need to do is I need to write I 5%. Let me write I 5%. This is the example. Now you need to find P. You need to find P for 100 nominal, because according to 100 nominal, I have considered everything. The redemption payment, the coupon payments, everything I have taken according to 100 nominal. So if you get something which is different than 100 nominal here, finally you take 3 zeros. You multiply your answer by 3 zeros. According to me, this is easier. In any case, if you want, you can change all the payments from the starting. You multiply by 3 zeros. That's all. Now, considering this example, suppose I start writing this way. My pricing is P is equal to 5.25 A4, and here it's 20. Here it's 20 plus 108 V20, that is there anyway. Then from this one, I have to subtract capital gains tax. That is 40% of the capital gain, 108 minus P. Now, how can you know whether there is a capital gain or not? That is the question. Because you don't know whether this is positive or not. You have no idea whether P is greater than 100, 108 or less than 108. You don't know. Because P is what you want to find. You don't have the value of P. So when you are pricing and capital gain tax is given, then there might be a problem. We have to discount this one to 0, because this tax you will pay here. Whatever is tax, 40% of, suppose this is 100, suppose this is 100, then 8, 40% of 8. That amount you have to pay here. 40% of 8 you have to pay here. So you have to discount this amount also, because we are pricing here. Whatever amounts you will get and whatever amount you pay, everything you have to bring here. So here also you need to multiply by V20. But how can you ascertain that P is less than 108? That is the question. Before finding the value, can you say P is 100, then P is less than 108? That is the question. If P is less than 108, then we'll go with this one. If P is not less than 108, then we'll make it 0. We'll not take this term. We'll only take two terms. So if you know there is a capital gain, then only you can apply 40% capital gains tax. Okay. So remember, we have to verify whether there is a capital gain tax or not. We have to verify whether there is a capital gains tax or not. You have to apply one formula. The derivation is not required. That is not in syllabus. You just need to remember the formula. IP must be greater than T1. Remember, T1 minus T1. IP must be greater than small g, 1 minus T1 multiplied by T1 is the income tax here. Okay, T1, this one. G, small g we write, where G is D upon R. When we say about D upon R, D is the total coupon payments in a year. So you can consider D upon 4 that way. D is the total coupon payments per year, and R is the redemption payment. Okay. So if you want, you can write 7 divided by 108 here. 7 divided by 108. But if you go by the D value, actually per unit we find. So if you write using decimals also, it's fine. But the answer you will get 7 divided by 108. If you want, you can write this way also, so that there won't be problem. Because according to the material, the D and R, they are calculated per unit amount. Okay, we are calculating for 100 nominal. Per unit nominal, D and R are given, but the ratio will be the same. Okay, so people do this way. Even if you write this way in the exam, this ratio, they are the same. And even if you want to take D for 1 year, R for 100 nominal, it doesn't matter. That is the symbol you are using. So in any case, if you are compatible this way also, you write all the time this way. It doesn't matter. Okay. Then 1 minus T1 you need to write, that is 0.75. So you have to multiply by 1 minus T1. Let me write here. And the other thing is IP here. P means I have to write 4 here. I have to write I4 here. Why I need to write I4 here? Because there are 4 payments. If I give you a problem where you will see only one payment, then it will be I. If you get 2 payments in a year, twice in a year, then this will be I2. Okay, that's all. P payments in a year. So in this example, there are 4 payments in a year. So you have to write I4. I4 must be greater than, T1 is 0.25. So 1 minus 0.25 I need to write, and 7 divided by 108. You need to verify this one. So you have to find I4 first of all. I is given 0.05. You have to find I4. Okay, for that we'll use this formula, 1 plus I4 divided by 4 power 4, that is equal to 1 plus I, and that is given 1.05. From that you can find 1 plus I4 by 4, and this 4 will come this side. This will be 1.05 power 1 by 4. You subtract 1 and then multiply, you will get I4. And I4 will be 0.049089. 0.049089. Now we have to check whether this is greater than this or not. 0.75 we multiply by 7, divide by 108. And if you do that, you will get 0.04861. 0.04861. If this is satisfied, if this is true, then there is a capital gain for sure. And after finding the answer, make it sure that P is less than 108. If by chance you get P more than 108, then this is wrong, because we tested here that there is a capital gain. Without knowing P, we know that there must be a capital gain. The derivation was also there some years before, prior to 2012, but now derivation is not there, so you need not worry about that. Okay, derivation is not included in the course. You can use, you don't need to know the derivation, although it's not quite difficult. 1 or 2 pages explanation must be given, but yeah, you don't need that. So my I4 is 0.49089. Okay, this is I, this is I4. So you check that IP is greater than this. If this is satisfied, then you can write there is a capital gain. Okay, let me write there is a capital gain. We don't know what is capital gain because we don't know P, but we know that there is a capital gain because this inequality is satisfied. Okay, so we'll proceed with this equation, whatever we have written here. Now we need to solve this one and find the value of P. So to solve this one and to find the value of P, you have to bring the variables to the left hand side. Okay, you need to bring the variables to the left hand side. So you write this whatever value is, and you find this value also. 108, V is 1 plus I here, everywhere we will use I, and here I4 is required, 1 minus V4 divided by I4, 1 minus V20 divided by I4. Okay, that also if you want you can write, and this part you need to find anyway. If you want now, I'll find it here and I'll write it, or we can find the value of P and write it. It doesn't matter. Ultimately we need to know the answer. Okay, so A24, if I write here, this will be 5.25. Okay, you find it, right? Let me not write because I'm not sure. I know the final answer. Okay, how you can find it? Let me write. I can find this. So 5.25, because at 5% you will get from the actual table. You can write I divided by I4 if you want to use actual table. A20. If you do this way, your life will be easier. Okay, even V20 directly you will get. So this I by I4, that will be very close to 1. I is greater than I4, so it will be greater than 1, and A20 you need to write. Okay, so this will be 5.25. The best thing is you can use the actual table. If you use the actual table, you will get directly this value. Okay, whatever it is, you will get it. But yeah, I'm not writing this now. And the second term also, if you want, you can write. So this value is what we need. You can get it whatever way you want. V20, we know this. Now minus, this is important for me, 0.40108 multiplied by V20, then minus minus it will be plus 0.40 P multiplied by V20. Will comes this side as well, variable is here, so you take this to the left hand side, 0.40 multiplied by V20, this will be a value. We'll take what is that, we can take P common. Okay, so this will be a number. If this number, whatever is the number, 0.40 V20 you need to find, that amount of P you need to subtract from P. Okay, that is what you need to do, and in the right hand side you copy everything. 5.25 A24 minus 0.40108 V power 20, you write everything. Then you take P common, whatever it is, I will not mind. 1 minus 0.4 v power 20. Okay, this one is equal to, again you can copy, once this is over, you divide this one, you bring this one to the right hand side, p will be equal to 5.25 a24 minus 0.40108 v20 divided by this 1 minus 0.4 v20. Everything you can see from actual table, or you can use a calculator and you have to check the answer. That's all. So price here is 107 point. This is the price per 100 nominal. See, this is less than 108. At least it's not greater than 108. So you are halfway, you are through. But it might be wrong. I mean, if you have time, you can see the calculations and all that. I'm not sure. It could be 103 also, and I made some mistake. But yeah, there is a 100% certainty that it will be less than 108 because we have considered capital gain here. If you check this one, we have considered capital gain here. We accepted that P must be less than 108 here. Thereby, you can go here and you check that this is satisfied if you have any doubt. Okay, so this is satisfied means there must be a capital gain, and there will be a capital gain if P is less than 108. So I got less than 108 here. I got less than 108 here, and I'm almost satisfied. Okay, I need not worry. All right, I'm leaving now. Thank you.